Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the second installment of Scott's Selections. It is currently March 9th, and I have another college basketball selection for you. Just a quick recap of what happened yesterday. We went 1-1 on the card, with Ohio picking up that senior night victory against Miami, Ohio, but we ended up losing the Buffalo over 161. The line did go up and appeared that we got a good number on it, but there simply just weren't enough points scored, and it closed at roughly 154, 155. But I was in such a hurry yesterday that I didn't actually get to formally introduce myself, which was my bad. Scott Reichel, currently a student at, I'm a senior in college, and it's one thing that I like doing. It's making money betting on sports. So I welcome all of you here who are joining us here at statsalt.com, and I'm moving forward. I'm definitely going to be providing you a daily video with at least one selection in any sport for the most part, especially when baseball season picks up. But as of right now, it is Saturday, and you know what that means. There's a huge college basketball card. But instead of trying to spread myself too far wide out, I thought it would be better to just focus on one game. And there's one game in particular, to me, which makes relatively no sense in terms of the line, which is definitely a bad sign from the fact that you know that all the squares are going to be taking this side, but this line doesn't make any sense to me, and I'm just going to go out and say it. It is in the marquee matchup of tomorrow between North Carolina and Duke. And right now, North Carolina is a -3 favorite, and that line makes absolutely no sense to me. I think that North Carolina should win this game very handily. I don't really see how this game is going to be that close, to be honest. Where they played the first time, North Carolina won in Duke 88-72, and that was the infamous game in which Zion Williamson ripped his sneaker in the first game, sprained his ankle, and he has not played since. Now, it was reported a couple days ago that Zion Williamson will not be playing in this matchup, and the game is in North Carolina in Chapel Hill. So the question that I have here is that Duke lost by 16 the first game, and Zion only played about 30 seconds. North Carolina's won 12 of their last 13 games, and Duke was a 24.5 point favorite in their last game, and they only beat Wake Forest by 1 point. So now the odds makers are pretty much saying that Duke is good enough without Zion Williamson to rebound from that Wake Forest performance, even though they won, to travel to Chapel Hill to take on North Carolina, who is probably the hottest team in college basketball, if not one of the hottest teams in all of college basketball. And they're getting 3 points. North Carolina should be favored in this game without Zion Williamson playing by at least 6 or 7 points. And even the trends support North Carolina in this game. The Blue Devils are 1-4 in their last 5 games. They're 0-5 in their last 5 games against the spread following a straight-up win, where the Tar Heels are 9-3 in their last 12 games following an ATS win, and they're 18-7 in 2 ATS in their last 27 home games versus a team with a road winning percentage of greater than 60%. For me, the trend support North Carolina, if you watch the first matchup, Duke could not guard the paint, which is what North Carolina loves to do, led by point guard Kobe White as well as big man Luke May, who dropped a massive 30 and 15 plus a line in terms of statistics once Zion got injured in the first matchup. I don't see how Duke's going to keep this game close. I think North Carolina is going to win this game going away. It would not surprise me if they win by double digits. But knowing how this is a huge rivalry game and Duke is going for revenge, and how they probably slept on Wake Forest they were looking ahead. But that doesn't change the fact that Wake Forest is a terrible basketball team, and they needed to win by 1 point at home in order to win. Barrett's a good player, Reddish is a good player, but I don't expect Labissiere to do anything in the paint against Luke May. And I think Kobe White and Cameron Johnson are going to do enough on the perimeter to get North Carolina the win. So my pick for March 9th is going to be North Carolina -3 at home. And that's going to do it for the second installment of Scott's Selections. I'd like to thank everybody for stopping by. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I look forward to providing you with more content from in the future.